The issue is it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who
Did Steve Harvey flee the country after being thrown under the bus by Diddy? That's the shocking rumor making waves in the celebrity world. According to insiders, Steve Harvey may have left the country just as the FBI closed in on Diddy, exposing a scandal that's potentially larger than anyone imagined. From hidden cameras to underground parties, the details emerging are as surprising as they are disturbing. So what's really going on here? It all began when Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs, was taken into custody. A video surfaced showing him being escorted out of the Park Hyatt Hotel in Manhattan by agents from Homeland Security. The charges: conspiracy, coercion, and transportation for illicit activities. The arrest in itself was big news, but the real story started to unravel when rumors began circulating that Diddy had been cooperating with the authorities. The name he allegedly gave up to save himself? Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey and Diddy have always seemed like an unlikely pair. Steve, known for his larger-than-life personality as a TV host, family man, and motivational speaker, appeared to be worlds apart from Diddy, the hip-hop mogul who built an empire on music and fashion. Yet, rumors of late-night parties and their secret friendship have been floating around for years. Now, with Diddy's recent arrest, those whispers are becoming a full-blown scandal. Cassie, a singer who was once closely associated with Diddy, recently filed a lawsuit in New York City accusing him of years of abuse and manipulation. But as shocking as those claims were, they paled in comparison to what came next. Allegations that Diddy had been running a covert operation involving hidden cameras at his infamous parties. These gatherings, often referred to as freak-offs, were allegedly not your typical Hollywood parties. According to sources, Diddy would host these events at his mansions, which were reportedly equipped with cameras in every room, recording the activities of his high-profile guests without their knowledge. The reports claim that Diddy used these recordings to control his celebrity friends, keeping them in check with the threat of blackmail. And that's where Steve Harvey comes in. Sources say that Steve was not just a casual guest at these parties, but a regular attendee. Despite rumors circulating for years about Diddy's surveillance tactics, Steve allegedly continued to attend, raising serious questions about what he knew and why he would keep showing up. Former associates of Diddy, like Rodney Lil Rod Jones, have come forward to back up these claims, stating that Diddy's parties were far from innocent. According to Jones, guests were coerced into specific encounters, and Steve Harvey was one of the regular participants. The bombshell allegation is that Diddy may have recorded compromising footage of Steve and other celebrities at these gatherings, and now, with Diddy in custody, all of these secrets are threatening to come out. In the wake of Diddy's arrest, rumors began swirling that Steve Harvey had fled the country. Insiders suggest that Steve may have been tipped off about the investigation weeks in advance, giving him time to plan his escape. It's been reported that Steve canceled several appearances and went off the grid, avoiding calls and media inquiries. Some sources claim that he's fled to a country without an extradition treaty, possibly one of the Caribbean islands or a remote location in Europe. If true, this would make it difficult for U.S. authorities to bring him back should he be implicated in Diddy's scandal. There's even speculation that Steve's wife, Marjorie Harvey, may have played a role in helping him escape. Marjorie, who has her own controversial past, has been linked to several men involved in illicit activities before marrying Steve. Her connections and experience with navigating scandal could have helped Steve make a quick getaway, ensuring that he stayed ahead of the authorities. Despite the mounting rumors, there's been no official word from Steve Harvey or his team regarding the allegations or his supposed disappearance. But the circumstantial evidence is hard to ignore. Some reports suggest that Steve had been moving assets and transferring funds from his U.S. accounts into offshore accounts in the weeks leading up to Diddy's arrest, a move that suggests he was preparing for the worst. The speculation about Steve's whereabouts has only grown as more details about Diddy's parties and the FBI's investigation come to light. According to sources, the FBI is now reviewing footage and other evidence collected from Diddy's properties in Miami and Los Angeles, hoping to piece together the full extent of what went on at these events. If Steve's name appears on any of the footage, it could spell disaster for him. The FBI is reportedly expanding its investigation to include not only Diddy's alleged activities, but also the people who attended these notorious gatherings. Diddy's arrest and the allegations surrounding his parties have sent shockwaves through Hollywood. It's not just Steve Harvey who should be concerned. Many celebrities are now on edge, fearing they could be dragged into the scandal. If the rumors are true and Diddy did have hidden cameras recording these parties, there's no telling how many high-profile figures might be implicated. For Steve, this couldn't come at a worse time. He's been working to solidify his legacy as a media mogul, family man, and motivational speaker. But this scandal has the potential to destroy everything he's built. And with Diddy reportedly cooperating with the authorities to reduce his sentence, Steve could be the next big name to fall. Prominent figures in the entertainment industry like Eddie Murphy and even close associates of Diddy have expressed shock at the recent developments. If Diddy really has compromising footage of some of Hollywood's biggest names, the fallout could be unprecedented. Steve Harvey's connection to Diddy has always seemed somewhat unusual, but now it appears that their relationship may have been far more complicated than anyone realized. Some insiders suggest that Steve's wife, Marjorie, may have been involved in more than just helping him escape. Marjorie, who has faced rumors of her own about her past connections to questionable figures, has remained mostly silent since the scandal broke. There's speculation that she might have played a larger role in orchestrating Steve's disappearance, using her own connections to ensure that he stayed out of the public eye. Marjorie's past has come under scrutiny once again as more details about her previous relationships emerge. Before marrying Steve, Marjorie was linked to two men involved in illegal activities. Her first husband, Jim Townsend, was sentenced to life in prison for attempting to purchase illegal substances. Although Marjorie herself was never charged, there were rumors that she was being watched by authorities at the time. Her second husband, Donald Woods, was also involved in similar activities. This history has led some to believe that Marjorie is no stranger to scandal and may have used her experience to help Steve evade the authorities. While Steve's sudden disappearance has fueled speculation, there's still no concrete evidence that he's fled the country. Some sources claim that he's simply laying low, waiting for the storm to pass. Others believe he's hiding in a luxury villa, far from the public eye. Either way, the fact that Steve has gone off the radar just as the FBI ramps up its investigation into Diddy's activities has only added to the suspicion. Diddy's legal troubles are far from over, and as more details emerge, it's becoming clear that this scandal may be much larger than anyone initially thought. The allegations against Diddy paint a picture of a man who used his power and influence to manipulate those around him, keeping his guests under control with the threat of blackmail. If Steve Harvey was involved in any of this, his career and reputation could be in